Assalamualaikum. Today we are going to discuss articles. So yesterday we talked about adjectives. There's lots about adjectives more. There's a lot more about adjectives, but given the scope of the class and the constraints of time, we couldn't discuss further about what it is adjectives. I hope you will go through the and further about adjectives yourself. You can get a nice book or grammar book from a market and study at your own pace. Today we have one of the most important topics in English, that is articles. And articles, in usage of articles, most of the students get confused somewhere. They use an in character article, inappropriate article, or sometimes they skip the article why it's necessary. Sometimes they use the article why it's not necessary. Sometimes they use inappropriate article. So that's why we need to discuss about articles. The first, there are two articles. There are two articles only. One is a and an, and second is the. Some people pronounce it that, and I had been using pronouncing as that, but most of the grammar books prefer to pronounce it the because it happens in American English. So watch out the pronunciations you and your habitual or use it too. That's not a problem. There are two categories of articles. One is a and an, and second is the or the, as you prefer. So now a and an, a and an are called indefinite article. It's called indefinite article. Okay. Why is it called indefinite? Because I'll tell you the reason why it has been named as indefinite article. Why? Because it usually leaves person or thing spoken of. Okay. Why is it called an indefinite article? Because it usually leaves indefinite. The person or thing or whatever noun we speak of. Whenever we speak of something, it leaves that somehow indefinite, somewhat indefinite. So that's how it works. For example, a doctor. That means any doctor. We don't know exactly which doctor the person is speaking of. That's why it's a doctor, any doctor. That's why the uh, individuality or the particularity of the doctor is specificity of the doctor is indefinite. That's why it's called an indefinite article. Now, another is definite article. That is the, okay, that is a definite article. It's called definite article because it normally points out something definite, because it denotes or points out. Okay, person or thing extra something. Particular, it points out a particular, something which is particular, something, a particular person, place, or a thing, a noun. For example, I went to Langate. Okay, I saw the doctor. I went to Lingate and I saw the doctor. That means I went to Lingate for a particular purpose, that to see the doctor, and I saw exactly the same doctor I had intended to meet. I saw the doctor. If somebody asks you, you went to Lingate yesterday, yes, to meet the doctor, yes, yes. Did you see the doctor? Yes, I saw the doctor. That means he is referring to the same doctor who I had already intended to meet. Okay, he's referring to a specific doctor. Okay, I went to Srinagar and I saw the doctor. That means the doctor I was intended to meet, I went to meet, I saw him. He is referring to a definite, a particular doctor. That's why it's called a definite article. So the doctor. If I say I saw a doctor, that means I saw some doctor. Some doctor. It's not clear which doctor, but I saw the doctor means I am referring to a particular doctor. Okay. The definite article, indefinite article, definite article. First, the indefinite article. Indefinite article is used with singular. Number first, uncountable nouns. Indefinite article is also always used with singular. Okay, it must be so. We cannot say a books and books. No, because books is a plural form of this noun. We must use. We can use indefinite articles always with a singular noun, not with a. For example, if we say a book, it's okay. If we say a books, it's not okay. Why? Because books is a plural and indefinite article cannot be used with a plural form of a noun. Okay, is that clear, beta? And secondly, indefinite article can be used only with the plural and it must be used with countables, not with uncountables. Something that can be counted. For example, rice, a rice is not. It may be a plate of rice. Rice is not countable. So we cannot use a rice. We can use a rice means then it means a cup of rice or something. But we cannot use a beauty, something that's uncountable. It cannot be used for quantities. It cannot be used for qualities. It can be used only for countable nouns which are singular. Okay. Yes. And second is an. An is used also with an article. An is also used with countable and singular nouns. But why is an? Why we use the in? Why to use the in and why to use the a? As a general rule, article always precedes the noun. So article is always used before the noun. So if the noun with which the article is used starts with a consonant sound, gives a consonant starting sound, consonant sound. So a must be used. For example, a is used with a noun which starts with a consonant sound. A book, a pen, a teacher, a doctor. We cannot a apple. No, because apple starts with a and a produces a vowel sound, not a consonant sound. And we have to use, for example, a boy, a cat, a doctor, but an apple, an aeroplane, an orange. Okay, because here the noun starts with a vowel sound, so we must use an instead of article a. Okay, it's not about usage of vowels or about the consonants. Whenever a initial letter, whenever the word begins with a vowel sound, although it may start with a consonant. For example, r, h-o-u-r, it doesn't start with a vowel. R You see, R doesn't start with a vowel, but it gives the sound of the vowel because O is used, H is used for the silent. Our. It's not Hava. It's Ava because H is silent, so it starts. Um, as far as the letter is concerned, it starts with a consonant, but it starts with a vowel sound. Our. It starts with sound of a vowel. That's why we cannot use a. We can use an hour. Whenever, an hour, an honest person. Why? Because H is silent and it starts with O, sound of O. Honest person. It starts with a vowel sound. That's why we must use and. Where a word starts with an vowel, as a general rule, where a word starts, where a noun starts with a vowel sound, we must use indefinite article in. And where it starts with a consonant sound, we can use the indefinite article a. Okay? But the definite article, second is the definite article. Definite article is not just used with the countables. It can be used with countables, uncountables, plurals. Okay, etc. Definite article can be used. I told you that indefinite article can be used only with the countable singular nouns, but not with the plurals or uncountables. But definite article can be used with the countables, uncountables, singulars, and plurals as well. For example, the book. Okay, the books. It's okay. The milk. Book is a countable noun. It's singular. Here, the book is a countable noun, but it's plural. So we use the books. It's okay. There's no problem. We cannot use a books or an books. That's wrong. We cannot use an indefinite article with this plural forms of nouns. Okay, but we can use the definite article with the plural forms of nouns. Here, milk. Milk is an uncountable noun. You all know better. Milk is an uncountable noun. It cannot be counted. Two milks, three milks. There's nothing like two milks, three milks. Okay, it cannot be counted. It can be, though it can be, it can be measured. It's a quantity. Okay, here the milk. We cannot use a milk or an milk. It's wrong, but we can use the milk because the definite articles can be used with uncountables. Okay, now I think it's enough for today. We'll be discussing about it further tomorrow. I think about the articles. Why to use a and an. There's a simple form for using a and an. Where a word begins with where a noun begins with a consonant sound, we must use a, and why it starts with a vowel sound, we have to use an. So that's okay, but why to use definite articles and why to skip a definite article, that's a question. Okay, sometimes we get confused why to use a and why to use the. So why to use a definite or why to use an indefinite article, it's still a matter of experience and a matter of knowledge as well. So tomorrow we'll be discussing further about the usage of articles in different sentences so as to clarify and explain to you, make it clear to you the character usage of uh, appropriate nouns at their places in a sentence. Till then, we'll be meeting. We'll be leaving it for today, tomorrow. Till then, stay safe. Khuda Hafiz.